The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent, including OLAS Media.
OLAS Media.
I am your host, Mr. Wowzer. We are the Doty Connection. Today, we are going to be talking about some very, very deep topics that I feel is going to touch your soul, as well as recommend you to some great products from Cold Fire Extracts and True Classics, True OG. Trust me, it's going to hit you hard.
Wow.
Wagwan, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the Doty Connection. I'm really excited as you can hear in my voice for this episode because I got two special guests this time. One guest host and a special guest that I'm introduced later. I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsors, of course, Cold Fire Extracts, Doty, March and Nash. What's up, Farmer and the Felon? Shout out to IVC Media and OLAS. I do want to introduce my guest host before I get to the special guest.
For sure.
We done rock stages. We done did all types of stuff together with my cousin, man. He's a legend from Chicago all the way to the city in the nine. We're going to get his story later in a separate interview, but welcome my guest host, Bean.
What's up, man? What's the word?
Hello, easy killer. We're going to take it to the cough drop segment. It's the cough drops. In this segment, I'm going to tell you about the best weed and the best vape that I personally think you should go ahead and try that has great recreational and medicinal value. The first one is one of my favorites from Farmer and the Felon. No cap. I got it in a lunch pail from somebody that's around us internally, and just a beautiful presentation. It's called Doc 15. About this strand, Doc's OG is an indica-dominant hybrid strand that's 75% indica and 25% sativa, created through crossing the potent face-off OG and rare dankness #1 strands. The name says it all with this bud. The Doc's OG's high is totally perfect for treating a wide variety of conditions and packs a potency that will help even the most experienced of users. The THC percentage is 33.72%. The CBD percentage is 0.8. The top reported conditions eased is insomnia, depression, chronic pain, muscle spasms, nausea, or appetite loss. And the top reported strand flavors are sweet herbal flavor, hints of rich spices, and fresh woods. Trust me, roll that up in a wood or sweet or paper. You can put it in glass too. A bong, a piece. This motherfucking fire. It's too fire. It's one of my favorites. Cold Fire Extracts, I always got to give a grand introduction to. Shout out to the guys over there. It's amazing. It tastes great. It's clean and pure. It's loud like flour and super tasty. It has great effects and it's a long-lasting buzz. This is why Cold Fire is currently the #1 go-to vape in the cannabis space. Cold Fire Extract scored a high 95 from thehighestcritic.com because of its standard of greatness in every category. Even compared to the solvent list, this is almost equalish, but it is definitely better than solventless. I got it in my cart right now. Go ahead and bang that. Hello, yes, Lord. Now we're going to take it to a very special segment where I have this special guest that I could not wait to introduce. She specializes in things that brought us together through LinkedIn. LinkedIn did its job, wouldn't you say? It linked us in, and after talking with her in a off-record meeting, it was amazing to hear her story and share it with the world, and also her insight on social equity for the BIPOC community. I want to introduce my special guest, Brikia Cephus. How you doing today, girl? Hey.
Hey.
How's your day going?
I'm going fairly well. Thank you for having me. I've been so excited about sharing this space with you. My day is coming to an end. It's 5:30 here in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, hello. Shout out to Dallas. So we're going to go ahead and get straight to the meat and bones of this wham, okay?
All right.
What do you do for the kids within the school system?
My journey in education has been a long one. I've been in education for actually 2 decades. So this is my 22nd year teaching. And I've taught everything from K-12 to now teaching at the only historically Black college in Dallas, Paul Quinn College. Woo woo. And so what I basically do is bring social equity to the classroom in the form of exposing them to opportunities that they would not get outside of the classroom with a Black professor, specifically in biology.
Right.
I exposed them to BIPOC people in the field of science, technology, engineering, and math.
Amazing.
We had this awesome bomb guest speaker just last week, a native here in Dallas who is a philanthropist, a serial entrepreneur, Black, beautiful man.
Yeah.
And I get them excited about
it gets excited.
life.
Look, we all smiling. It get excited when you hear brothers doing good. You're like, oh, okay, yeah. On God. That's beautiful. So I guess what I want to ask now is, what does social equity for school systems look like to you?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Social equity is leveling the playing field. And that doesn't look the same for every person, everybody, or every student. Coming from a background of also teaching at PWIs, predominantly white institutions, it's not giving everybody $5,000. That's not social equity in the education system, nor is it giving everybody the same books or the same resources, but it is doing what we need to do to make sure that the playing field is leveled. So that might mean giving some students $10,000 versus $5,000. That might mean having a whole totally different curriculum or pathway or career path for certain individuals to make sure that pipeline of education to real world is relevant for them and efficient for them.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Right? Absolutely. Yeah, that was a great answer.
Man, but you know, I got a question though, if I can ask her. But what prompted you to expand your work to Texas? Like, what made you go there? You know what I mean?
Good question. Born and raised in Southeast San Diego.
For sure.
Not on that block. No. Let me stop.
Hello, easy killer.
Right, good.
Hey, I got host politics. I can't talk too much about my lifestyle.
But coming from Eastern San Diego, aka the Diamond District, going to Kennedy Elementary, which is now Porter, attending Gompers Middle School or secondary school, working at Gompers for almost 10 years, going to Lincoln, graduating from Lincoln High School.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love California. However, last October in 2022, I tragically and unexpectedly lost my husband of over 25 years, who was also a Southeast San Diego native. And so that's been part of my journey. I just couldn't stay financially. It wasn't financially feasible for me. And God just actually started putting things in place. Like, I would have never thought that I could be a professor at an HBCU. And through tragedy, I was able to move to Texas, purchase a condo here in Texas, become a professor, and just take my knowledge and expand on that and provide students who really need me here in Dallas, Texas.
See, that's the power of God. That's the power of God.
Yeah,
sure.
I love how you and my condolences to you about your husband as well. I'm sorry about that. But I love how you transformed pain, the flower of it, and grew it to a rose. That's amazing. Yeah, went through the cracks and did what you always wanted to do. So congratulations on that. Now, are there boundaries around where social equity is applied in the school system?
Unfortunately, there are boundaries in terms of politics and certain administrative loopholes in each school district. But it's my personal opinion that there are no boundaries should be applicable when it comes to social equity. Like, if a student needs resources to get them from point A to point B, we should be able to find those resources, or at least, form connections with people who are able to provide them with the resources. But if we are truly in education, because we sure ain't in education for the money, right? Let me clarify that clear. It is not very lucrative. You got to be in it for the passion. You got to be in it because that's what you're called to do, and that's your purpose. So with that being said, there shouldn't be any boundaries, because if we really do love these kids, our kids, Black, brown kids who we already know, come from socioeconomically distressed backgrounds, a lot of families that are dysfunctional. We know that's not a surprise to us. So we have to do whatever it is necessary and whatever it's going to take to make sure that our students are prepared. And that means breaking down boundaries.
Right,
That means
right,
reestablishing boundaries. That means moving boundaries,
right,
reassembling boundaries.
right, right. That was well said. Yeah, because it's systematic disadvantaged communities, right? It's
Yeah.
definitely systematic for sure.
What are the best ways you expose your students to social equity?
uh, nice one.
That's a good question. Again, like I try to invite guest speakers into the classroom, but I also take them outside of the four walls.
Mm.
I did a poll my second week. So we are only like 7 weeks in to this semester. And I did a poll my second week. And one of the questions that I asked my students was, how many of you have ever seen water? Very few, maybe two of over 50 students raised their hands. How many of you have ever visited a zoo? Maybe three raise their hands. So taking them to the zoo, just exposing them. Like to me, that was so valuable because it's not necessarily deep, right? And I don't know how impactful that's going to be, but just exposing them to things that their white counterparts may have already been exposed to. Because most white kids have gone to the zoo several times
Yeah,
by the time they're in college.
yeah.
So just exposing them to things and opportunities and places. So a goal of mine, I actually visited Ghana for the first time last year and made a connection with Pan-African group. And so my goal next September is to take a group of Paul Quinn students and whoever else want to go so that they can actually learn our true identity before the transatlantic slave trade.
I gotta have you back as another guest again. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because one of my topics I did want to talk about, and I'm gonna just say it, was about Africa and me, and
Oh,
about should African Americans go because of the citizenship they are given for free to African Americans to live in certain African cities.
yes.
Good job. My stylist is from Ghana. You know what I
Yes. I love
mean?
it.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been there one time and I'm already planning to retire. Yeah.
She always said that. She just said, Deontay, get ready for the mosquitoes. It's a lot
And that's,
out there.
yeah,
And if you can't handle it,
yeah,
oh, okay. I am going to take it to the topics and solutions section with my guest, Brikia, and my guest host, Beans. Both of you guys, I'm revisiting a topic that I talked about on the previous episode, and I really want to get your thoughts, both of you guys, on this. Things school systems should teach. During the 2019 and 2020 school year, there was $15,810 spent on K-12 to public K through 12 public education schools for every student in the U.S. How do you guys feel about that? Now, remember, I said this is in the United States, not a state.
So wait. Okay. So for the whole United States, they only put in $15,810 K through 12. Okay. I'm gonna say how I feel. I think it should be way more than that. But I mean, I ain't really no politician. So, but I would think you would put more than that. I mean, dang, that's it. 15
Right.
bands in the whole United States.
In the whole
K through
United
12.
States.
That's kindergarten through high school.
You feel me?
I mean, 15 bands, like bro.
that's nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a chain.
It's a chain.
That's
Dang.
That's
It's
a chain.
It's
That's really a chain. Like,
Yeah.
man, that's
That's
crazy.
not even a teacher's 2 week salary. Who gonna teach what's taught in 2 weeks?
Wow.
But what's
I didn't even think about that. The salaries that, wow.
That ain't
Man,
even
that's
a
crazy.
fraction of a teacher's salary. That's not even enough to pay for a curriculum developer or anything. But what needs to be taught is Afrocentric curriculum
Mm.
to everybody, BIPOC students of all ethnicities, because we need to understand that we were once kings and queens. Our students were once kings and queens. And whatever the history, it needs to be told from a different perspective. We
Mm.
try, right, from the males, the Caucasian males perspective. And I literally just saw this meme from Yahoo News. It wasn't a meme, sorry. It was an article from Yahoo News that says 75% of our fourth graders are reading 2 to 3 grade levels below average. Now, as an educator, that's not surprising. But, the comments, people in the comments section were going wild because I guess it's surprising and shocking, but it's not. And that's because we've gotten away from the foundation of what we are and who we are as a country, and it's become whitewashed. It's become it's become dwindled down, watered down, even separate from race and ethnicity.
Right.
Teachers don't have the backbone or the backing, resourcefully and administratively, to step in and do what needs to be done, which is care for and cater to the entire child. Why can't our children read? Well, look what's going on. If my student in 4th grade is coming to me hungry, sleepy, he didn't get sleep last night, she didn't get sleep last night because he had to, watch the siblings, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Like, we have to be able to address that. And every other country does, though, surprisingly. Like, a lot of countries address the entire child, the entire student. In the United States, we don't. The curriculum is watered down. The curriculum does not address the fundamental fact that we were once people of power. All BIPOC people were once people in power, and we need to get back to that and start promoting that again.
Damn, that was a great solution. I like that. That was a great solution. I actually want to chime in on that because, I mean, there's terms that's coined now for Caucasian, dominant, owned PWIs and PWOs and all types. We don't have that. I don't hear about a PBI, a predominantly black industry.
Except for rap.
Right. The worst job. Right. It's a target on your back and the whole system is built against you.
Definitely.
So you got to do music, but do something else to keep doing music, like acting, so you don't deal with that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Right.
It's crazy. The system.
Or cross your fingers and hope you get into that 2% echelon of becoming an NBA player, NFL player,
Right. Professionally. The 2%, and that's a big percent, y'all. That's a big percent.
Yeah, for sure.
The other solutions that I had and I brought up on the show was financial stability, cannabis awareness, emotional coping mechanisms, what you spoke about, real cultural history all around for all races, business, social equity, and self-sufficiency.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Self-sufficiency is huge. Part of the reason why I plan to retire in Ghana is to farm land there and become self-sufficient. That's huge.
Big time.
Do you think that should be something that's a curriculum or?
Yeah, it should. It should definitely be incorporated into curriculum. And part of self-sufficiency is also financial literacy.
Right.
So not just reading textbooks, but also being financially aware at a young age. Yeah. That's real key. That's important in managing those finances so that when we do become successful and make a little bit of money, we know how to manage it. We know how to invest it properly.
Right.
That is so important.
Right. I know you teach your kids. I'm on it now with them. Yeah. They do a good job. These kids are different nowadays. I can't wait to do that topic. These kids are different than us. Yeah. All of us, all past generations. Yeah. Now, the one I can't wait to get to for me and you, for this guy right here, okay? And everybody else who is unaware of what social equity is, a topic I frequently bring up every episode on here because it's something that needs to be talked about. The blanket of social equity in the USA. And what I mean when I say that is the language around what social equity is, the vernacular for it.
Right, okay, I see.
Right. Equality gives everyone the same resources and assumes we all benefit similarly, like you said. We know that treating people the same can still produce unequal outcomes. An example is a public library built with a front door raised by 2 steps. Based on this principle of equality, everyone is welcome in the new library. However, people with wheelchairs have difficulty accessing the library. The city spends extra funding to build an access ramp. This is an example of equity. Equity recognizes that not everyone begins on equal footing and that some need additional resources to ensure fair access or inclusion.
Yes. sure.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
that was a great example too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
My problem with us, a lot of social equity programs is the language makes it accessible for everybody, but there is no proper vernacular to say BIPOC is the closest we'll get, but you can't say give African Americans this and you can't do that.
Nope.
There's no way, and we've been trying to find ways for a long time. We found loopholes, but it's still not what you want. You still don't be satisfied as you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a certain way, but I got some solutions towards that.
Okay, for sure. Let's hear him, bro.
Provide the basis for data-driven advocacy, driving equity and inclusion through social impact.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on that?
I am at awe of the work that Dr. Shirley Weber has done in California to help include Black students, specifically Black students, because you're right, politically, it's not politically correct to target or to highlight or pinpoint specific student groups, especially in education. But Dr. Shirley Weber was able to do that and pass legislation, actually laws that says, no, we need to include Black students. And how does she do that? With data-driven information.
Right.
She compiled test scores and grades and even teacher feedback from teachers who have worked predominantly with Black and Brown students, and was able to successfully get additional resources for students or for schools and school districts in California who have a higher percentage of Black students. So,
good job, Shirley Weber.
yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Awesome.
Another one was reduce the burden of impact reporting. I think, because it could be a capitalist catapult. Somebody brought that up a long time ago about using the war on drugs as a way to get more funding, give us our little 5,000. You know what I mean? Because of it's a catapult. It's really just capitalizing on the harm that we went through and still capitalizing off it. I still see people capitalize on the cannabis side.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it in all types of lowball stuff in the cannabis industry because it's a brand new industry, of course. So you can cut corners still. Laws still got to be written, and cannabis is still a scheduled drug. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't want to deal with that in business because it's not business proper. So
that's interesting too.
Well, I mean, it takes a lot sometimes for me as a Black man and where I work in my set, being the only Black man in my setting, to not feel like I'm property sometimes. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Or the token Black man in the.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real. Yeah. It's a struggle, and I got great bosses and stuff that's not like other white boys that, you know what I mean, that definitely make me feel included all the time and give me additional resources, all the stuff that I see social equity growing into. But yeah, it's a battle.
Yeah.
It's a battle.
Yeah.
My last one is provide concrete justification for racial justice in program, services, and policies. I'll stand on that too.
Unless you're an alien on a different planet, additional resources is justified all across the board. Like, you got to be blind, deaf, dumb, and stupid. Excuse me. You know what I mean? Right. Not to be, I want to say the other word. But, I mean, what other justification do you need? Right. You know what I mean? Like, students need, people need, right? Black people, brown people, Native Americans need additional resources that other subgroups of America don't. Right. And there is no other way to justify that. What else do you need? Like, look around, look in the school system, look in the prison system, right. Look in, the juvenile detention centers and systems. Like, yeah.
It's well said. It's well said. And it sucks because you have to keep giving. That's what she's saying. Beans is it's always a battle with the cities and the county. You know what I mean? Right, because they're behind the desk, and when you meet with them, they look at you as a statistic. So they're not going to talk to you. They're just going to turn their back and say, "Why should we give the equity people stuff for free?" It happened to me. just like that with my white boss, Brett, the one that looked out for me tremendously, my brother. And he looked at me and, you know, it was a real moment. He looked at me because he could see my frustration. I'm feeling like nothing to this dude. And Brett told you that I'm with him. So I'm thinking he going to look at, nah, I'm still just a nigga. You know what I mean? I'm still just that. I'm still just a black guy. So I said something. I did. And he, you know, used the proper language, calm me down. This is what Deontay is saying. He's a lawyer, the best in the country. But yeah, that's why she's saying that. You have to keep justifying. You have to keep giving clarity because there is no politically correct way to say that. Right. So they bunched up BIPOC instead of just specifically, I'm going to stand it, you know, where I stand because I know about our history and our trauma. You know what I mean? I'm going to always stand behind that because it's 400 years of that over. You know what I mean? It's 400 and I don't see nobody else with that weight on them.
Nobody.
Nope. Absolutely
not. In
not.
America.
Absolutely not.
You know, so it's just a fight. We got to keep fighting. She's saying the right stuff, though. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. It shouldn't be a justifiable thing that we got to keep telling you that these people need this stuff. Right, but
do. You're right.
We're going to keep going.
That's fact. But we're going to get it together, and we will. We continue to. Professors like myself will continue to do that. You know what I mean? Entrepreneurs and business owners and people who are impacting their industry like you will continue to do that. So don't get it twisted. We will, but we shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? But we will. And we'll continue to do what we got to do.
Yes, Lord. And everybody that's called a message, hello. Brikia, Beans, I want to thank both of you guys for joining me for today's show for the Doty Connection. For sure. It was definitely a great dynamic that I've seen together. I want to give a huge shout out to my kids, Tomorrow and Jaden. Their artist names TKG and JLG. I'm playing their records today, and I'm very proud of them. They're doing great jobs in school, and I just want to tell my babies that I love you guys always and forever, and I would do anything for you guys always and forever. We're going to take it away with one of my records as well, Mood Ring. I love everybody. You guys stay safe. We are the Doty Connection, and we are out.
Look at JLG. G-Fabs on the beat. I'm the youngest ballin' here, baby. 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 I'm the youngest flexin' here, baby. I'm the youngest flexin' here, baby. All I know is how to get that paper. I'm the youngest ballin' here, baby. You can tell that all I know is ball. Everyone know me, my phone they call. You're not about a bag, that's a nah. I be laughing to the cash like ha. Rocks in my ring when you look at JLG. Ballin' on the suckers and I'm just a preteen. All about the cash, the cream. No no need to look, little baby, come on my tongue. I'm the youngest ballin' here, baby. 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 I'm the youngest flexin' here, baby. I'm the youngest flexin' here, baby. All I know is how to get that paper. I'm the youngest ballin' here, baby.
Turn me up a little bit. Baby, what's up? What we doing tonight? When we ride around, let me hold you tight. When we get home, I'ma show you right. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Get you in the mood. That's right. To celebrate the things about you. Yeah, that. To celebrate the things about you. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Baby, I'm knowing that our time is wide open. Girl, you're so bad, I can't concentrate on anything I'm doing. Girl, I cannot keep focused. So today I wanna celebrate you. Smoke some haze, watch it regenerate you. You're a natural gift, baby girl, I know. We showed each other a lot, now it's time to prove. Hey, baby, what's up? What we doing tonight? When we ride around, let me hold you tight. When we get home, I'ma show you right. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Get you in the mood. That's right. To celebrate the things about you. Yeah, that. To celebrate the things about you. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Get you in the mood. I'm trying to get you in the mood. I know you got a lot of things you gotta do. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Alright, it might do. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Let's keep this between me and you. Baby, what's up? What we doing tonight? When we ride around, let me hold you tight. When we get home, I'ma show you right. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Get you in the mood. That's right. To celebrate the things about you. Yeah, that. To celebrate the things about you. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Right. I'm trying to get you in the mood. Get you in the mood. To celebrate the things about you. To celebrate the things about you. Anywhere, let's take a flight. Or we could do something different since we used to the high life. Favorite meal whipped in the kitchen, let's Netflix and get high. You feel me?
Thanks for listening to the Doty Connection. Be sure to follow and subscribe whenever you listen to your podcasts. To read the blog associated with this episode, visit olismedia.com. This episode was produced in studios located in San Diego, California. Lena Alvarez is co-producer. Serving as executive producer and co-founder is JC Polk, and Chad Peace is president and co-founder. Olas Media is an IVC media company.
Olas Media.